And here, when you came here and you opened your business here, what was that process like?
Yeah, first when I come here, I work with people, many people, different hair salon do, and I really, that's my passion. I wanted to do it, so I went to school for it, and I got my license, and from there I try little by little, I open it.
And how did you pick the location of your salon?
Because here was was a Dominican people here before, so I know location. Sometimes you have to see many black people there. That's help also, because if it's not more people, you know.
And what role do you think that braid shops like this play in black communities and our communities?
You know, when I first opened here, many people come to me say, God bless you, because we need something like that in this community, this area. Even not far from me, it's a lot of breeding place for. Sometimes some people like it, especially the elderly people, because I live in a community that is many elderly people because they cannot walk more. So they appreciate me. So many people like the way it look this location.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead, go ahead. Go. You can stop.
coming at 5, okay? Okay, see you.
What are some hairstyles you see in your native Togo and hairstyles that you see here in the States? Do you see similarities between the styles of hair braiding?
Yes, I see many similarity here. We do the twist, we do fast braid, we do weave, we do the crochet. I know crochet a style long when I was little, because we don't have money to buy the weave, long weave, so we get the hair, we crochet it to make like a weave. But when this style come back, people think that it's a new thing. So back then. But you know,
No, no, yeah, that's fine. I can edit anything out. As a braider, do you feel like what you do is an art and a craft? Do you feel like black hair is something that can be looked at as art?
yes, it's act, because it's and also it's a, yeah, it's an act, and you have to have that talent before do it too, because you know, um,
No, no, yeah.
yeah, it's something that you know, it's a, you have to have that skill, you have to have that talent to do it, because it's not something just. Some people think that it's easy to do. Braiding is not easy thing. It's something. It's a gift.
I know it's been, I mean, a debate, about black hair. Like, even me going to work, I was thinking like maybe I should take out the crochet because it's too big, it's too loud. But my family and even everyone was like, no, just leave it because it's your style, it's your hair, it's your culture. Mm-hmm. So, how do you, as a braider, how do you feel? Do your customers ever talk to you about a hairstyle that they want specifically for work versus when they are just out with their family? Do they ever say, "Oh, give me something that I can wear to work" or anything like that?
Yeah, some people say, some people, the work. I have people that they are doctor, they are nurse. Even if some people work in a government, you have to know what place they go, so you have to know the style you have to do to fit them. Because some people they work with a lot of white people. If you do that too much, they say, Miss Blessing, I don't want they look at me with those eyes. Please, Miss Blessing, you have to go down. So I work with the people that where you go, if you go to wedding, workplace, what work you do, so the style that can fit your complexion or your place you're going to.
I personally feel like you should be able to wear any braid style wherever you are. That's why I decided to keep this, because it shouldn't have to be a certain way to fit into work,
Yeah.
It should just be okay because it's my culture, because it's my texture of hair. What do you like most about braiding hair?
Yes, I like everything about it. Make people happy. Sometimes you do it, they say, oh, Mr. Blessing. Sometimes they come say, make your magic for me, or make me this thing, So sometimes you feel happy to try to transform people, not transform it, or try to give them something to embrace them culture or be happy what they are.
Can you talk about the reasons why you think people choose to braid their hair versus not wearing a perm or a wig, or why do you think women or even men, do you get male customers?
Yes, I get the male customer. I do cornrow for them. Sometimes they, even I do the haircuts too for the men. And
yeah, I was saying another question, but I switched up. But what I was getting at was, can you talk about the reasons why people choose to braid their hair versus wearing it a different way? Like, why do you think people braid their hair?
You know, some people braid their hair because some of them, they don't, you know, natural hair is hard to deal with it, but it's our culture. But sometimes some people, like my daughter, she keep her hair natural today. Next time, you know, sometimes it's very hard, so they like to braid their hair. It's easy to go on and show the culture thing, you know, to know who we are, you know, our natural hair to come out.
As a braider, do you feel like braids protect people's hair and is healthy for the hair?
Yes, the braid protect your hair. It's a protect style that, you know, cover your own hair. In the winter time, we get more braider, more weave, because it's gonna protect your hair so the winter, the cold don't break your hair. And the summer, a lot of people like to braid their hair too because they say it's easier for them to put it off because it's too hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel my hair is like the healthiest when it's braided. I feel very comfortable and happy. Oh, what's your favorite hairstyle to do?
I love to do twists, but now I get a little bit old. My hair's tired, but I love twists because if you style the twist, it comes very beautiful, nice, you know. And I love to do bass braids too and weave. But most thing I like to do is a twist.
Yeah, I love my Senegalese twists.
Yes,
For me,
Senegalese
like,
twist.
you
Yeah.
can wear them like, and it's versatile. Yeah. You mentioned a good point that I liked about how it takes skill and talent to be a braider. Can you speak more about that? About how you had to practice to be a braider and then to open your own braid shop, and how much hard work you put in to get to this point?
Yes, it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of dedication to do it. You know, it's not sometimes you do it. It's not every style you do that the people be happy with it. You do sometimes they say, oh, Miss Blessed, I don't like this one. Next time you do the same thing, they're gonna say, wow, this is a perfect. Your hand is like a magic finger. So you know, it depends.
That's great. That's perfect. No, that's fine.
I was wondering, can I go get the car and come get you?
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. I'll be back, okay?
Alright.
Okay, I'm tired of taping.